Tell me the old story of unseen things above, the stories of God's people, the stories of His love, stories that I'll remember throughout my whole lifetime, and just to make them interesting, tell me them all in rhyme. Tell me the old story. Tell me the old story. Tell me the old story. God's people and His love.
Hello and welcome to the 10th reading from Bob Hartman's Rhyming Bible. Now, if you remember the previous one, it was called, Dreams and Answers. Joseph, in prison in Egypt, has built up a bit of a reputation for being able to interpret dreams. So when Pharaoh has a dream that he doesn't understand, he hears about this reputation and demands that Joseph be brought before him to explain his dream. And that's the situation we find ourselves in now. Joseph dreamed, his brothers schemed, and when it all was through, God dreamed Joseph's dream with him, and Joseph's dream came true. I dreamed that I saw 7 cows walk out of the Nile, plump and black and beautiful. They made me want to smile. Then 7 skinny cows appeared, ugly, thin and brown. They walked up to the healthy cows and swallowed them all down. Then 7 ears of grain appeared, rich and good and fat. But 7 sickly ears came next and ate them, just like that. Then Joseph said, I understand. God's made it very plain. The dreams are one, they are not two. Their meaning is the same. The 7 cows and ears of grain, lovely, plump and good, are 7 years when crops will grow and you'll have lots of food. But 7 cows and ears of grain, sickly, sad and thin, are 7 years of famine with no harvests to bring in. So in those 7 fruitful years, you need to store up wheat. And when the famine comes at last, you'll have enough to eat. You need to find some clever man to see this project through. Then Pharaoh stared and smiled and said, Hey, Joseph, why not you? So Joseph went from prisoner to Pharaoh's right-hand man and started building storehouses right across the land. And in those 7 fruitful years, Joseph stored up wheat. So when the famine came, the people had enough to eat. But back where Joseph's brothers lived, the famine also came. So off to Egypt they all went to try and buy some grain. When Joseph's servants let them in, he knew just who they were. But clueless, every brother bowed and said, Please help us, sir. And that's when Joseph's dreams came true of bowing stars and grain. But have my brothers changed, he thought, or are they just the same? I'll see if they can pass my test, a test of loyalty. And if they do, I will reveal my true identity. Joseph dreamed, his brothers schemed, and when it all was through, God dreamed Joseph's dreams with him, and Joseph's dream came true.
Tell me the old story of unseen things above, the stories of God's people, the stories of His love, stories that I'll remember throughout my whole lifetime, and just to make them interesting, tell me them all in rhyme. Tell me the old is love.